History often forgets the women who dared to lead. In an age when a woman's voice was confined to the walls of a palace, one woman broke through iron gates, not to rule a household, but an empire. This is the story of a Muslim woman who was the only female ruler of a Muslim state in 1400 years of their history. Her name was Razia Sultan, the first and only woman ever to sit on the throne of Delhi. A warrior, a scholar, a queen who refused to kneel. In this video, we will see how she became the ruler of Delhi and how the Delhi treated her. In the year 1205, Delhi stands as the thriving heart of the Delhi Sultanate, a powerful kingdom ruled by the Mamluk dynasty. The grave of Razia reveals the harsh story with struggle and pain back to her throne when she ruled this kingdom. Behind its grand walls and towering minarets, political ambition and cultural brilliance shape a new era in the history of medieval India. Within the marble walls of the Delhi Sultanate, the daughter of Sultan Iltutmish, a young princess named Razia, grows unlike any other. Her father recognizes in her not merely a daughter to be wed, but a ruler in the making. He teaches her statecraft, poetry, the Quran, and the art of war, a curriculum reserved for princes. While others learn obedience, she learns command. As the years pass, Sultan Iltutmish's health begins to decline, worn down by the weight of ruling a vast and restless empire. He eventually dies. Razia is heartbroken by her father's death. The man who believed in her strength and treated her as an equal is gone, leaving a silence that feels heavier than the crown he wished her to wear. The idea of a woman ruling Delhi shocks the conservative nobles. Ignoring his wishes, they place her half-brother Rukn ad-Din on the throne instead, plunging the court into corruption and unrest. Yet even in her grief, Razia's resolve hardens. Her father's faith in her strength becomes the spark that drives her to reclaim the destiny he foresaw. She feels betrayed, not only by the nobles who dismissed her father's final wish, but by a world that refuses to see her worth. The palace that once felt like home now feels cold and unfamiliar. During his short reign, Rukn ad-Din tries to prove his strength through wars and military displays, but his efforts lack vision and discipline. He sends armies to suppress small revolts and to show authority across the empire. Yet these campaigns drain the treasury and bring little honor. While his soldiers fight without proper leadership, he remains lost in luxury. Under their rule, justice fades and the once proud empire begins to crumble from within. Despite the darkness that surrounds her brother's rule, Razia remains hopeful deep within her heart. She believes that the people of Delhi will soon see the difference between empty power and true leadership. Each day, she prays for strength, remembering her father's faith in her wisdom and courage. Though she is kept away from the court, her mind stays sharp and her spirit unbroken. As Rukn ad-Din's misrule worsens, unrest spreads across the empire. The people grow tired of his wasteful ways and the cruelty of his mother Shah Turkan. Rebellions erupt in different provinces. Seeing the chaos, Razia steps forward with courage. She addresses the citizens of Delhi, speaking not as a princess, but as a leader who understands their suffering. Her words ignite hope among the people and soldiers alike. Soon, the public turns against Rukn-ad-Din, demanding change. He is overthrown and imprisoned, and the nobles, realizing their mistake, finally invite Razia to take her rightful place as the Sultan of Delhi, the first woman ever to rule the mighty empire. After Razia becomes Sultan, Delhi witnesses a remarkable change. She rules with intelligence, fairness, and strength, proving that leadership is not bound by gender. However, her boldness also creates enemies among the conservative nobles who cannot accept a woman as their ruler. They begin to conspire against her, spreading rumors and questioning her decisions. Many of the Turkish nobles, known as the Chiholgani, feel threatened by her authority and angered by her bold reforms. They cannot bear the sight of a woman ruling over them with confidence and wisdom. Secret meetings take place at night. Whispers echo through corridors, and letters carrying false accusations are sent across the empire. But Razia is not afraid. She stands tall against the whispers and betrayal, her courage shining brighter than the doubt around her. After the conspiracies against her grow stronger, Razia faces open rebellion led by powerful nobles who refuse to obey her. One of the governors, Altunia, rises against her, and during the clash, she is captured. Altunia, instead of killing her, keeps her imprisoned in his stronghold at Bathinda. After it, she decided to claim Delhi back. It is a hard and testing time for Razia. The road back to Delhi is filled with hunger, exhaustion, and uncertainty. Many of her soldiers are tired, some wounded, and her resources are running dangerously low. Each night, she feels the weight of the empire pressing on her shoulders, yet she hides her pain behind calm determination. Razia rides through the dusty plains of Hindustan, her eyes set firmly on the distant towers of Delhi. Along the way, Razia travels from village to village, speaking to the people with passion and courage. Her words inspire old warriors, loyal guards, and even common farmers to take up arms beside her. Within days, her small band of followers grows into a determined force. Soldiers united not by wealth or title, but by faith in their rightful queen. The field outside Kathal stirs as dawn breaks. From every direction, soldiers begin to gather, steel glinting under the rising sun. Razia's army moves first, forming lines across the dry earth. Their banners flutter red and gold in the morning wind. Across the field, the opposing forces appear, a tide of spears and shields stretching into the haze. Drums beat on both sides, slow and heavy at first, then faster as tension thickens the air. Horses snort and paw the ground. Soldiers tighten their grips on swords, and archers string their bows with trembling resolve. Between the two armies lies a breath of silence, a final, waiting calm before the storm that will decide the fate of Delhi. The sun hangs low, casting a red glow over the dusty plains as both sides prepare for battle. The sun climbs higher as the battlefield explodes into motion. War drums thunder like the heartbeat of the earth, shaking dust from the dry plains. Lines of soldiers surge forward, swords raised, shields clashing with a deafening clang. Arrows streak through the sky in dark waves, striking the ground with sharp, merciless thuds. Horses charge across the field, their hooves pounding like rolling thunder, kicking up clouds that blur the horizon. The cries of men mix with the clash of metal and the crash of spears splintering on shields. Fire and smoke rise from burning tents, turning the morning sky a deep, angry red. The air is thick with dust, sweat, and the scent of iron. For a moment, it feels as if the earth itself is trembling beneath the weight of battle. A storm of rage, courage, and chaos with no promise of mercy. As the battle rages on, the sounds of swords and cries slowly fade into a haunting stillness. Smoke drifts across the blood-soaked field, where broken banners lie trampled in the dust. In the fading light, Razia's lifeless body rests upon the ground. She becomes more than a name in history. She becomes a symbol of what women can endure, lead, and become when the world denies them power. Her courage tears through centuries of silence, reminding every generation that a woman's place is not behind the throne, but upon it. Razia's story speaks to all who are told to wait, to obey, to step aside, proving that strength, wisdom, and leadership know no gender. The sun sinks beyond the horizon, painting the battlefield in shades of gold and crimson. The cries of war are gone, replaced by a heavy silence that honors the fallen. Among the countless who gave their lives lies a story of courage that time itself cannot erase. Razia and her soldiers fought not for glory or treasure, but for justice, loyalty, and the dream of a fairer world.